This isn't a drill. If the grid snaps, the pumps stop, or law and order phrase, the people at your door won't be polite. They will be hungry, desperate, and some will be organized. There's no mercy in that moment, only cold reality. I'm going to give you 10 brutal survival lessons you are ignoring. No fluff, no feel-good platitudes, just what actually matters when everything is on the line. Start here. These lessons separate survivors from victims. Learn them, practice them, accept the trade-offs. You want specifics? You'll get specifics. You also want the hard truth? You'll get that too. Set the scene. Two very different enemies, two very different responses. First, opportunistic looters, individuals or small groups who hit soft targets because it's easy. Their goal is quick gain with minimal risk. They move fast, take what they can carry, and disappear. Second, organized marauders, teams that plan, coordinate, and bring tools, communications, and a clear objective. They operate like a small military unit. They're patient, disciplined, and dangerous. If you design your entire plan for just one type, you'll be exposed to the other. Your defenses must be layered to handle both the quick smash and grab and the patient probe. That's the baseline for everything that follows. Who's coming, what they want, and how they think. Remember that. Act on it. If you want more tactical breakdowns like this and to connect with others practicing these skills, follow our group on Facebook and join the conversation. 1. Threat recognition. Know who's at your gate and why it matters. Mistaking an opportunist for a marauder, or vice versa, costs time, resources, and lives. You can't respond correctly unless you can read intent and capability quickly. Concrete steps. 1. Profile likely attackers for your area. Are you in a city with large homeless populations, a commuter suburb, or a place along major highways where organized teams can travel? Map recurring patterns. 2. Watch behavior, not just numbers. Are they probing quietly at night in small groups or swinging heavy tools and scouting with radios? Behavior reveals intent. 3. Establish simple threat tiers for your household. Tier A, single opportunist or two. Tier B, small coordinated team. Tier C, sustained assault with vehicles and tools. Tailor responses to tiers. Don't overcommit resources early. 4. Keep a short checklist for identification. Approach method, direct, stealth, decoy, tools visible, bags, weapons, ladders, use of vehicles, signs of scouting, doorbell checks, throwing rocks, testing gates. Can you train your eye for patterns? One night of suspicious behavior may mean a cursor. Repeated checks mean a plan. Example. Visual. Picture 2 split screens. One shows a single figure forcing a padlock. The other shows a convoy pulling up with radios and tarps. The right response is not the same for both. Editor note. B-roll. Split-screen comparison of lone looter versus coordinated team. Overlay tier A, B, C with quick icons. 2. OPSEC is not optional. Your silence saves you. Why it matters. The loudest thing you own in a breakdown is what you advertise. Generator in the driveway, stacked water barrels in sight, social media posts about your stash. These are beacons. Security starts with invisibility. Concrete steps. 1. Conceal caches and rotate locations. Use everyday packaging for stashes, old appliances, pantry cans, and relocate small caches on a schedule. 2. Control light and sound. Install blackout curtains for generator use. Run noisy equipment during daytime and wear mufflers or enclosures for loud devices. 3. Limit social exposure. No public posts about supplies or plans. Vet anyone you invite into information. 4. Maintain a low lifestyle baseline. If neighbors see you suddenly buying bulk and building fortifications, you become a target. Blend in. 5. Use need-to-know comms. Share mission-critical information only with trusted folks and through secure channels. Example, visual. A homeowner moves a mountain of water into a garage, then quickly covers it with workbenches and trash cans so it looks normal. Editor note B-roll, close-ups of covered caches. Blackout curtains being installed, muted generator enclosure. Overlay text, OPSEC, GARE silence. 3. Camouflage and decoys. Hide the real, Offer the false why it matters. If the first thing looters take is your food and fuel, you've lost the fight. Well-placed decoys buy you time, waste attackers' effort, and make real supplies harder to find. Concrete steps. 1. Create sacrificial caches. Put out visible but low-value supplies that will satisfy opportunists and divert attention from real stores. 2. Design hidden compartments integrated into everyday items, false bottoms, hollowed furniture, or cached goods behind nondescript panels. 3. Use decoy signals smartly. Fake generator noises or recorded activity in one area while your family moves in another. 4. Rotate decoys periodically so patterns don't develop. Never leave a decoy that points to your real stock. 5. When possible, create a dead zone around primary caches, space, insulation, or a reinforced container that's not obvious at first glance. Example to visual. A bag of scrap groceries placed on a porch while a heavy-duty tote of real supplies is concealed under a workbench. Marauders pause at the porch and move on. Editor note. B-roll. Demo showing a fake cache being discovered, then a reveal of hidden compartment. Overlay, buy time. 4. Fortify the basics. Doors, frames, windows, and the weak links. Why it matters. Most breaches aren't fancy. People kick in doors and smash windows. Hardening the simple choke points delays attackers and increases their risk. Delay equals deterrence. Concrete steps. 1. Reinforce door frames, hinge plates, and install steel core deadbolt locks. Replace hollow core doors with solid core or metal-clad options. 2. Strengthen windows with polycarbonate sheeting or security film rated to reduce forced entry. For sliding doors, install anti-lift pins and a secondary bar. 3. Upgrade external hardware. Heavy-duty strike plates with 3-bar screws anchored into studs, not just drywall. 4. Protect garages and secondary entry points. They're often targeted first. Add reinforced locks and treat garage doors as exterior doors. 5. Maintain a realistic inspection schedule. Check fasteners, lubricate locks, and replace weak points seasonally. Example time visual. Time-lapse of a door reinforcement. New strike plate, longer screws, solid jam. What used to fail in seconds now resists for minutes. Editor note, B-roll, close-ups of 3 screws, polycarbonate cross-section comparison with glass, before and after door test, non-graphic. 5. Barricades and funneling. Delay is your most valuable weapon, why it matters. You don't have to stop every attempt. You have to delay it long enough to protect people and assets. Delays create choices, escape, height advantage, or calling reinforcements. Concrete steps. 1. Build layered barriers inside and outside. Permanent obstacles at the perimeter. Bollards, planters, and quick deploy interior barricades. Doors wedged with furniture, removable bars. 2. Design choke points that force movement into covered lines of sight. Funnel behavior without creating lethal traps. 3. Prioritize delay engineering over killing power. Sandbags, heavy tables, and nailed planks across door frames by minutes. Establish fallback positions. Safe rooms with reinforced doors, comms, air, water, and a plan for bellies of time. 5. Practice rapid application. Family drills to convert a living room into a defensible position in under 2 minutes. Example visual. A hallway turned into a controlled funnel with a reinforced interior door as the final fallback. Attackers must close and expose themselves to detection. Editor note. B-roll. Demonstration of barricade build, interior walkthrough showing fallback positions. Overlay text, delay, tile, options. 6. Psychological deterrence. Make them think twice. Why it matters. Most attackers are looking for low-risk profit. Make them believe your property is high risk and they'll move on. Perception saves bullets and lives. Concrete steps. 1. Visible deterrence. Signage indicating alarms, cameras, or armed response, real or simulated, shapes decisions. 2. Use guard animals or realistic recordings of barking to create ambiguity. 3. Employ visible obstacles, spiked planters, obvious reinforced doors or external cameras, even fake ones, to raise perceived cost. 4. Create uncertainty. Random lighting, timed radios playing people noises, and varied patrol patterns make you unpredictable. Keep a consistent posture. Don't advertise vulnerability by leaving obvious gaps or broken fences. Repair outward signs promptly. Example, PSI visual. A Marauder team slows near a home with motion sensor lights and visible camera domes. They move on to an easier target a block away. Editor note, B-roll. Examples of signage, motion lights, dog sounds played back. Simple do, don't, overlay showing good versus bad deterrence practices. 7. Weapons and mastery, preparation, training, and legal reality. Why it matters. Tools are only useful when you can use them safely, competently, and legally. A weapon you can't hit with, maintain, or store safely is a liability, not an advantage. Safety and law note. Weapons must be treated as defensive tools only, used within local law and as a last resort. Seek certified training, understand use of force statutes in your jurisdiction, and follow secure storage requirements. This section is about competence and compliance, not aggression. Concrete steps. 1. Prioritize training over gear. Enroll in defensive firearms courses. Focus on scenario work, low light handling, and stress inoculation. 2. Choose gear suited to your environment. A compact handgun for close quarters, a reliable shotgun for intimate stopping power, a rifle for standoff threats. Select what you can maintain and shoot accurately. 3. Enforce safe storage. Lockboxes, safes, and cable locks. Separate ammunition storage. Consider quick access but secure options for emergencies that still meet legal standards. 4. Non-lethal options. Tasers, pepper spray, and impact tools have different legal considerations. Train for their effective and lawful use. 5. Maintenance routine, cleaning schedule, function checks, ammunition inspection, and practice reloads under pressure. Don't let a weapon fail because of neglect. Example, visual. Range footage showing controlled drills, failure drills, reloads, and low-light shooting. A maintenance table with parts, lubricant, and a checklist. Editor note, B-roll, range drills, safe and measured. Maintenance table close-ups, overlay legal disclaimer text about training and storage. 8. Tactical response under stress, concealment, cover, and clear decision paths. Why it matters. In the heat of an incident, your body goes to instinct. Without rehearsed, simple decision rules, you make mistakes. Clear rules reduce hesitation and catastrophic errors. Concrete steps. 1. Use a simple decision matrix. Evade if you can, movement plus concealment. Deter if you must, loud, visible deterrence. Defend only as last resort. Practice these rules until they are reflexive. 2. Train on concealment and use of cover. Hiding is different from being behind cover. Know where solid barriers are and how to move between them. 3. Teach withdrawal routes and rally points. A family member should never be left isolated. Map and rehearse egress paths. 4. Build stress inoculation into training. Timed drills, noise, simulated confusion, so you can keep cognitive function. 5. Equip for decision-making. Carry a compact comms device, light, and basic med kit to enable movement and first aid. Example, genre visual. Interior walkthrough showing someone darting from cover to cover, using a shadowed stairwell to extract a family member to the safe room. Editor note, B-roll, POV run-through of concealment paths, low-light camera showing cover versus concealment, graphics showing simple decision matrix. 9. Community defense and comms. You can't do this alone. Why it matters. Individual preparation helps, but a coordinated, trusted community multiplies every advantage. Shared watch, pooled resources, and clear comms turn private fortification into defensible neighborhoods. Concrete steps. 1. Build a trusted network. Identify neighbors you can rely on. Start small and verify trustworthiness over time. 2. Assign roles. Scouts, logistics, medical, communications, and rapid response. Keep roles simple and cross-train for redundancy. 3. Establish comms protocols, two-way radios, ham or GMRS where legal, agreed-on call signs, simple check-in schedules, and emergency frequencies. Avoid broadcasting detailed plans publicly. Pool resources sensibly. Communal fuel, shared med supplies, and a tool cache for communal needs. Keep shared inventories discreet and rotate supplies to avoid spoilage. 5. Practice together. Regular drills, perimeter walks, and joint maintenance sessions create cohesion and shared standards. Example visual. A map with assigned sectors, neighbors on a radio calling and citing reports. A small logistics stash shared among 3 households. Editor note. B-roll, radio checks, roster sheets, sectorized map overlay. Close-up of simple watch rotation chart. 10. After action. Vigilance and adaptation. The fight doesn't end when they leave. Why it matters. Most people think the incident ends when attackers withdraw. That's when traps, follow-up teams, or reinforcements arrive. True survival is constant adaptation. Concrete steps. 1. Post-incident sweep. Secure the perimeter. Check for booby traps or signs of reconnaissance, and keep comms silent until you're certain. 2. Monitor for reinforcement patterns. If attackers return in larger numbers, change posture. Avoid predictable responses. 3. Repair and upgrade. Each breach attempt reveals weaknesses. Replace what failed immediately, and schedule upgrades. 4. Update plans and rotate caches. Attackers can learn patterns, change storage and fallback locations routinely. 5. Mental resilience. Organize debriefs, address stress reactions, and maintain morale through structure and routine. Example visual. Night vision footage of a perimeter sweep, then a whiteboard session where a team marks what worked and what failed and assigns upgrades. Editor note. B-roll, post-incident checks, inventory lists being updated, overlay text, adapt or lose. When to use force. Ethics and legal framework. This is where the line must be crystal clear. Force is a last resort. Your primary obligations are to preserve life, yours and others, and to stay within the law. Use force only when faced with imminent unlawful harm, and no safe alternative exists. Decision framework. 1. Threat assessment. Is there an immediate threat to life? If not, prioritize deterrence and withdrawal. 2. Proportionality. Respond with the minimum necessary force to stop the threat. Excessive force exposes you legally and morally. 3. Documentation and witness accounts. If safe, record or log events for accountability. 4. After-action legal steps. Contact legal counsel and local authorities when feasible, and document your training and compliance history. Training imperative. Seek certified instruction in legal use of force de-escalation and scenario-based decision-making. Knowing the law is as important as knowing how to shoot. Layered defense climax. Put it together. This is the synthesis. OPSEC, fortification, weapons proficiency, and community working as a system. Alone, each element helps. Combined, they create an asymmetric cost for attackers that shifts risk back to them. Checklist to combine now. 1. OPSEC baseline. Conceal primary caches and stop advertising capabilities. 2. Fortify the weak links, doors, windows, and garage treated as critical. 3. Establish deterrence, signage, lighting, and realistic noise animal cues. 4. Build fallback positions. Safe room with comms and supplies. 5. Network. At least 2 trusted neighbors with shared comms and agreed roles. 6. Train monthly. Drills for all household members, quarterly joint exercises with your network. 7. Review and adapt. After each threat or drill, schedule upgrades and reassign roles. Visual scenario. Imagine a dusk approach. A small team scouts your block and pauses at a house with exposed supplies. They skip your home because they see blackouted windows, a visible reinforced door, motion lights engaging, and a neighbor on a radio watching. The cost-benefit analysis shifts. There are easier targets. That's layered defense in action. No heroics, just disciplined systems that protect what matters. Maintenance, rotation, and the boring work that wins wars. Survival isn't glamorous, it's maintenance. Rotate food, inspect lock hardware, test radios, replace batteries, and do monthly drills. Create a calendar. The first weekend of each month, test communications. The first Sunday, check caches. Quarterly, run a full family drill. This repetition builds competence and uncovers flaws before they become failures. Final practical checklist. What to do this week. 1. Walk your property at night and list 3 visible signals that mark you as a target. Remove or disguise them. 2. Reinforce at least one exterior door with a heavy strike plate and test it. 3. Create one sacrificial decoy cache and one hidden cache, and document the hidden cache location offline and in encrypted format. 4. Hold a 15-minute family meeting. Each person should know the fallback route and the safe room code. 5. Reach out to one neighbor and open a conversation about watch rotations and emergency comms. Closing. No mercy, just reality. These lessons are brutal because reality is brutal. There is no magic button, no guarantee, and no single silver bullet. Survival is layers, disciplines, and constant practice. The people who endure are not always the strongest. They are the ones who prepare quietly, think ruthlessly, and act with discipline when it matters. If this cut through to you and you're ready to get serious, subscribe, join the community, and download the full checklist in the description. Train, harden the basics, build trust with a few neighbors, accept the hard trade-offs and commit to the maintenance. That's how you stack the odds in your favor. Prepare, practice, and face reality unflinchingly. No mercy, just reality.